Philly 500 Movie Classics is a proud sponsor of this channel. Remember, when you can't see it, act it.
Still the cowboy, Mr. McLean. You Americans are all alike. But this time, John Wayne doesn't walk into the sunset with Grace Kelly. Scary Cooper, asshole.
Happy trails, Hans.
Yo, everybody, how you doing? King Dingbat and the Cobra Kai is here, and I hope you're having a wonderful Monday. Me, I got a lot of things on my mind. I got a big decision to make, and I don't know what to do. Maybe you could help me. You think you could help me? Maybe you could help. Let's see. I mean, I'm a pretty open guy on here. I pretty much will tell anybody anything you want to know. What you see is what you get. I mean, the things that I'm most scared of in life are three things: planes, snakes, and feet, in that order, But I also have like a lot of weird quirks, I just got a lot of weird quirks. And basically what I'm trying to say is, I am dying to go see the Infinity Wars, right? I'm dying to go see it. I want to see the Avengers so bad. And I know when you go to a movie, you're sitting there and it's dark and you're just watching a movie, you're not talking, you're not dancing, anything like that. You're just talking, you're just watching a movie. But for whatever reason, I cannot go to a movie by myself. Now, I've been dying to see this movie so bad, and I have never, ever, ever gone to a movie by myself. I just can't do it. I'm like, no, I can't do it. I'm not going to be the fat guy in the theater eating the popcorn and drinking soda by himself. I just can't do it. But at the same time, if you go to a movie with me, I'm like, you can't sit next to me. I don't want people around. I don't like a crowded theater. If me and my wife go to a movie theater, I need a seat in between me and her. Like, I need the space. You know what I mean? You got to get out of my kitchen. And it's weird. And you would think somebody like me would have no problem going to a movie by himself, maybe even like it, but I hate it. It's like, I can't do it. It's just, I don't know, something won't let me. And she's like, you should go see Infinity Wars tonight. I'm home early. I could watch the kids. One of the kids is sick, but whatever. And I'm like, yeah, okay, but I can't go by myself. You know what I mean? We don't have a babysitter, and it's like, I just can't go. And I'm so frustrated because I want to go see this movie. Do you guys go to movies by yourself? Am I the only one? I mean, is there something like in my age, people thought that you were a loser if you did it or something? Do you guys go? I'm just curious because I can't go and I'm dying to go. Anyways, what I want to talk to you today about is the Eagles, right? I want to specifically talk about Carson because we have OTAs starting this week and we know he's not going to be able to really participate in these OTAs. And basically, I just want to go to see this damn movie, but I can't go by myself. Sorry. But anyways, he's not going to participate. And basically, people are worried. People are worried and they're wondering, when's he going to come back? Is he going to start week 1? A lot of people say to me, I won't start him until like week 8 or week 9. Let him rest. Let him rest. And I'm thinking, he wants to start week 1. He's going to start week 1. And then, people like to use the RG3 thing. Oh, RG3, look how quick he came back. It was his career never was the same. His injury destroyed his career and all that kind of stuff. And it's not really true and accurate. I mean, it is to a degree. But, RG3 and Carson are very different quarterbacks. So I decided to say, you know what? I want to go see what RG3 did when he came back. I want to see how long it was and just take a look at what his comeback looked like. So I went back and I looked at his second year. Now basically, RG3 got hurt. Let me see what the date was. It was January 6th, 2013. They were playing the Seattle Seahawks in a playoff game. He gets hurt. Okay. So then he comes back for week 1 against the Eagles. It was Chip Kelly's debut. Chip Kelly debuts, And basically, the Eagles beat the crap out of him and the Redskins. It got so bad that the announcers were like, at one point, they're like, they got to get him out of the game. He can't protect himself because he couldn't move in the pocket. He was a sitting duck. His legs weren't under him. And, sorry, but the Redskins and Shanahan did a horrible job teaching that kid how to play quarterback in the NFL. They were so worried about winning and letting that team win right away that they didn't really teach him the first year. That's my opinion. And they let him run the read option too much. He gets beat up. He gets hurt. He's only 6'2", 215 pounds. Carson's 6'5", 240. So RG3 comes out that week 1 of his second season against the Eagles in Chip Kelly's debut. And he struggles. He struggles. He doesn't play well. The Eagles basically destroy the Redskins. They have their starters pulled. He stays in the whole game. The announcers are saying that he can't protect himself. The Redskins should take him out. He's not ready. He doesn't look right. And that happens week 1. That happens week 2 for RG3. Happens week 3 for RG3. Week 4, I think they beat the Raiders, I think is what it said. He's still not playing great. Then they get a bye week, week 5. And then week 6, I think they play Dallas. Now the thing with them playing Dallas week 6 was this is the first time we really see RG3 maybe starting to get his legs back, starting to become himself again. Okay, they lose, but he has 9 carries for 77 yards. And the next week, he has 11 carries for 84 yards. Now this is important because RG3 depended on his legs. He depends on his legs more than Carson Wentz depends on his legs, okay? And it took him from January to basically week 6 of the next year to start to get it going. And, he never really was the same after his injury, but it wasn't just because of the injury. It was because they let him take too much of a beating. I'm sorry, I don't like how they how they basically took care of him out of college and, taught him to play quarterback. He took too much of a beating year 2. And, he started breaking down in other areas. That's why he never was the same. It wasn't just that injury. So, yeah, week 6 is when he came out of it. Now, the reason I bring up January to week 6 is because if you look at when Carson went out, and Carson got hurt on December 10th against the Rams, okay, Carson will play, if he plays week 1, it'll be September 6th, okay? If you look at Carson's time that he's going to miss, it's the same, almost the same, give or take a few days or that kind of thing. It's almost the same amount of time that RG3 got hurt until week 6 and he came out of it. It's about the same time that Carson is going to miss. Except for Carson, he gets to rest all that time, as where RG3 was taking a beating and playing. Carson will get to rest. So if Carson does play week 1, it is about that same time. I think that he will be able to play week 1. That's why I think he will. Now, everybody heals different. Some a little faster, some a little slower. But for argument's sake, let's say it's relatively the same time. Carson, from December to week 1, is the same time as pretty much RG3 from getting hurt in the playoffs to week 6. That's why I think Carson will be okay. Also, Carson has a better coach who has taught him well. I'm sorry, I know Shanahan was one of the greats, but he wasn't fair to RG3 the way he taught him to play quarterback his rookie year. He was more worried about his job and his ass. Okay? Then Carson has Doug Peterson, great coach. Carson is also a better pocket passer than RG3 ever was. So if he can't move as well, it's not going to affect him as much. And look, RG3 was a track and field sprinter type guy. I mean, he was all-world athlete. Okay? He lost a lot more in hurting his leg than Carson will, because Carson is fast, but he's not that fast. So Carson is going to have an easier time adjusting than RG3. So a lot of people look at RG3 and say, we don't want that, we don't want that. But I kind of look at RG3 going back and looking at it and saying, look, this is proof that Carson can come back week 1. That he can come back week 1. Now, obviously, if he's not ready or 100%, the Eagles shouldn't rush him. Of course. You know, but I'm just saying, most likely this kid's going to be ready week 1. I just feel it in my gut. So, anyways, I think overall, RG3 and his story of how he got hurt and when he started to come back from it is actually uplifting to Carson, because it shows that Carson can be ready for week 1 and be way ahead of what RG3 was. And you know what that means for the NFC East? It means they're locked and loaded, and everybody better get ready, because Carson's coming with the vengeance. Now, with that said, take care. Talk to you later. Don't be a dingbat.